Humira, but it didn't. Thanks for joining us at 5:30. I'm Kiana Burks.
And I'm Darren Perrin. Competitors making copycats are now allowed to enter the market, but prices for Humira have only gone up. Our Laura Holman asks an economist why and finds out what it means for healthcare.
Like a lot of things in healthcare, there have been huge advances, and it's good for all of our health. And those things are expensive, and it might be something that we kind of have to pay for.
For Zephyrin Hammond in Burlington, that's absolutely been the case. Hammond had been battling painful flares of Crohn's his whole life until their doctor found them the right medication.
It was hard at first, but I was able to continue living the way I had before. It didn't really affect me.
Breakthrough innovations in anti-inflammatory drugs make Hammond's story possible. Plus, Hammond's previous job and now Medicaid made their copay next to nothing. But for doctors and insurance companies, the process isn't so simple.
Over time, how have you seen prices for medication for your patients change, specifically those with Crohn's and colitis?
They seem to have been progressively increasing over time and more challenging to get approved with insurance companies.
Dr. Corey Siegel is a gastroenterologist at Dartmouth-Hitchcock. He says medication prices for his patients are so high that insurance companies often won't approve coverage for them until they fail on less expensive medications first.
It's rarely cost to the individual. The cost comes to somebody else, but the health detriment is at the individual level.
Insurance companies, the state and federal government picks up the bill for medications like the one Siegel prescribes and Hammond takes.
Our colleagues in other countries are paying a fraction of the cost of the same drugs.
The original list price for anti-inflammatory drug Humira in the U.S. was a little over $500 a month. Their patent expired last year, and biosimilar or copycat drugs have entered the market. But even with the competition, Humira's price per month is up to $7,000, according to GoodRx. Economist Sarah Solnick explains that's because of the amount and cost of pharmaceutical firms. Competition doesn't really exist in the field.
The market for building airplanes or car manufacturers, like these companies are so big and they're so complex that it's just you're not going to be able to really get a competitive market.
Solnick says generics entering the market, shortening patent exclusivity deadlines, and policy changes could slightly change drug prices, but overall won't change much.
I'm not sure that there's some brilliant idea that's going to solve the prescription drug cost issue.
Reporting in Burlington, Laura Ullman, Channel 3 News.